Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Outlanders. We're up to episode 14 I believe, and today we're starting things off right below our Guardian farm, which is just up there. You can sort of see it as the Guardian tried to get me, and we're starting things off on our farm level. So we're going to try and transform this all into a working farm level today, which is going to mean getting some villagers and planting this entire thing. Now, I did do a bit of thinking in between the episodes, and I think I've actually done this wrong. I probably shouldn't have put the dirt in, because I need to put in... Whoops. Ow. That was not a very good start. Let's gather our stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, I need to put in some hoppers beneath this, or some rails to collect the beetroot and the seeds and the wheat for those two ones, and of course the hoppers for the potatoes and carrots. And I need to transport in 6 villagers, 4 farmers and then 2 for the potatoes and carrots, just like our old farm in season 2. So first things first, I need to rip this up and then put in some kind of floor. So let's get started on that. Now with the dirt removed, I'm trying to decide how to install this. Now I'm thinking the rails are going to have to go at this level here, which means I need a block underneath it, and for that I'm thinking warped stem or warped planks. So I just need to make all this warped wood into planks. It's going to be a bit of a tongue twister. And hey, there's a villager, or a zombie villager. We're going to have to use him later, I think. We'll try and keep him. In fact, actually, if we can find an anvil, we'll label him so he doesn't despawn. Anyway, so where is a crafting table? There we go. So turn this into wood, and then into planks. Let's not do all of them. That should be enough, hopefully. So let's get on to the project of making this into a nice place where we can put in our rails. Before I do that, I think I will tag that villager I found. So let's see if there are a name tag in here. You are not tagged. That will have to do for now. Hopefully the guy doesn't despawn or do anything silly. So we just need to come down to not that level, this level up here. One more up here, and he's gone. Okay, that's a mistake. I've made a bad mistake. Where did he go? That's a little bit tricky. I probably should have done that immediately instead of letting him wander, or I should have trapped him in. Never mind, we'll get to him later. So let's put this away. Where did put this one away, and get on with the rest of our creation of our slabs area. And here we go. The wood floor, at least in this inner circle, is complete. Now I'll just hop down and show you what it looks like from underneath. And I think it looks pretty good. It certainly gives a different bit of a color, definitely a dark green that the dark prismarine gives. So I think that looks pretty good. I am planning to put in the wood underneath here as well, and underneath each. You can see I've started over there, and then I've got to run, and then work on the outside as well, because I do want to put some farms here in this section as well. Where's that slime? Good, it's far away. So I did actually run out of wood a few times and had to plant and do that bit, and I discovered that the nether wart, the warped wart block, likes the hoe. It's the hoe that is the quickest, and I missed my level. So that is something to work on. Now, what am I going to do here? So what I need to do here is put in rails in on 2 of these 4, and hoppers underneath, or at least 1 hopper, or 9 hoppers underneath where the villager is going to sit. I need to put some hoppers underneath there and transfer that into a new section. So that is quite a bit of work to figure out what I need to do and where to put it. Perhaps most importantly, I also need to figure out where this stuff is going to train to, or where it's going to be transported to. I did originally want to put it onto this level, but perhaps the next level down would be best. I just collect all of this and put it into one section, filtering out the seeds, the beetroot seeds and the wheat seeds that I don't need. Make that into bone meal perhaps, and then of course sugarcane, wheat pumpkin and all of that needs to go into a collection chamber. What I also want to happen is that I want to plant bamboo somewhere so that I can start transporting the fish that I'm getting, the lots and lots of fish from this level and on this here. All that fish, I want to transport that into a automatic smelting zone. So the fish is constantly going through, the bamboo is constantly going through, and I'm constantly getting levels, hopefully. Levels and what do you call it? Well, levels and of course cooked fish. But let's leave that aside for now. What I want to do is set up something like this on the outskirt in the building here, and I want this, let's say this one's the rail. So if I have something like that, the dirt, which I don't have any of, let's substitute a warped warp block for now. So let's say that's dirt. Actually, just over here, I'm being silly. So let's put the dirt back, put the dirt into the, this is just a showcase, so the dirt's going to be here. I do want some glass to keep them in, so that's going to have to be here. So that means this one, I'm going to have to go 2 in, and something like that, and then the glass goes on top of that, I think. Let's have a look and see how that looks. And I think with the dirt here, that should look pretty okay, I reckon. Just gives it a little bit of a contrast of color. I'm not sure about this. I might want to make that a dark green as well. Now I've got a couple of choices to go with for a color. Did try each of these. I still need to try each of these, and if I probably should put a couple of them in a row to see how it looks like. So something like that. If we get rid of these ones and redo them, so something like that. I'm certainly liking this one better because it gives a transition between the lighter cyan of this and the darker cyan of this, and to be fair, these colors should probably be reversed, but I think I like this one the best. So that means a lot more wood gathering. Unfortunately, I still have run out once again, so it's quite a collection I'm going to have to get. In between parts when I am going to be gathering up wood, I'm also going to be working on this, and I've done a little bit of testing. You can see I've removed these blocks, because if I send this cart going around like that, you can see the cart goes quite nicely around. However, if I stick these back in and send the cart back, the cart isn't able to make it across, and we'll do the same coming back this way, and like that. You can see the cart bangs against these things and doesn't make it. Although, if I remove one, let's see if it's still able to make it. So push back. No, it's not. So I really do need to get rid of most of these. How about if I get rid of the 2 corner ones, like so, and see how it goes. I'm not sure it's going to work though, so let's have a look. Push. Oh, okay, that sort of worked, but it does need to get rid of these. So I'm going to continue working on this and get a nice minecart track going all the way around here. It's going to be a little bit of time because I do need to work on getting these powered without using redstone blocks, because that's going to be expensive. And here we go, we've got ourselves the rails finished. I did miss a couple of blocks here and there, like right there, one here, but overall I don't think that's going to lose too much stuff when I actually put the minecart in. Now obviously I do still need to go underneath and put in quite a number of these levers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm going to need to get myself a few more of those and then get underneath and actually install them, which is going to be a little bit trickier than it looks. Might not be the prettiest look, but it does its job. It's certainly something I'm going to have to work on once I start working on this level here, what exactly this bit looks like from the top, from looking upwards. But here we have a perfectly done, or maybe not perfectly, but we've got all of these lighted up or lit up and ready to go. So if we just send the minecart hopper around, we just need to watch it to make sure it goes all the way around without any hiccups. And that looks to be going pretty well. So what I need to do now is figure out where the stuff is going to train to. I probably should set up a hopper line possibly here or there, I'm not quite certain which one, and go from there. Now I believe the, what do we call it, the lever line is all the way down here, so that sort of means I can't put it, I need to put it here possibly, and I think on this side it's somewhere around here, which means there's a little bit more room here to go for. It's Shouldn't make too much of a difference, although once I put it in, it's going to be pretty much set, because then that's where the hopper line is going to come out, and I'll have to figure out where it's going to go from there. And with the hopper line just under here, it's a very small one, but it'll work. With the hopper line now sorted, we can get started on getting our farm ready and operational, which does mean planting this thing. I'm thinking I'll go wheat first, and then let's see, and then I'm going to need to get myself some unpaid interns, let's call them that, to work this thing. I'm really not sure where I'm going to get a villager from, so I might just fly around and look for a village in the nearby area. Although, that's it, I think there's one just over here. I don't know if it's actually someone's base, but there was a sandy village somewhere around here, so I might be able to steal one of them and get my villager breeder going. I can't believe that was so hard to say. A villager breeder would be a good thing as well, because then I don't have to borrow some more villagers. And here we go. There's a nice village over here. So, what would be the best way of doing this? I've got a boat, but I don't want to go to the Nether. So, hey, you're a farmer. You'll do. So, actually, if I can trade with him, beetroot. I don't think I've got enough of that, so I'm going to have to bring him home and deal with him when I get home. Right, now that I've got this guy here, I should probably work out how I'm going to get him down below. So, what I'm thinking is probably just a hole in the ground. So if I can find myself a pickaxe, which I don't seem to have any of, around here, or here. Hopefully there's one in here. No, there isn't. Ah, there we go. One. That's not... There we go. So, now, a nice big hole. Oh, wait. That might not work because I got that one down there. I probably should have thought this through, shouldn't I? Alright, let's just go for it. Into the hole. And he did take damage. That's not going to work. Okay, so what if I was able to get him up and push him into here? This hole would do, I reckon. So let's try that. And it looks like this guy has been a success. I did manage to lock in his trade, so he should hopefully start planting away. Now I do need to be a little bit careful how I do this, because I don't want him jumping up on the sea lanterns. So I might need to put an extra bit of glass or something on top of it. Something like that to prevent it. And like that. And like that. And finally like this over here. So I don't know why he stopped planting though. It's a little bit... There we go. Is he planting? It's a little bit weird at times because I'm not entirely sure how these things work or why he's not going to plant. But hopefully he does start planting and we can get this crop farm underway. Took a bit of effort, but this farm is now planted. I actually did have to go in myself and plant a fair bit, and I had to go over to Robbie's and of Storm's base to collect some wheat, although I did leave the wheat and just took the seed. So hopefully that's good, because seeds do tend to multiply and they do tend to get a bit out of hand. Now I am noticing a couple of dark spots over here. I'm not sure if that's going to affect anything, but now we just have to play the waiting game and see if this villager will actually start harvesting when the time comes. Sometimes I wonder what these poor villagers think of me when they just find themselves stuck in a glass cage, forever doomed to just plant away, plant and harvest. Then I remember they're just computer animated beings and they didn't have any thought, so I don't feel so guilty. And it looks like I've got this guy working. I didn't quite catch him, but there are bits where it's growing and you can just see him about to harvest that, and yes, it's all working. So hopefully this guy is going to be my unpaid intern for the next few months of the season. So welcome intern number 1. I think I shall call you, I might name you in honor of this. The question is, what do I name him? He is going to be a wheat eater. Why am I not typing? There we go. He is going to be a wheat eater, so why don't we call him William Wheat Eater? That should be a nice apt name. It's probably not the best name in the universe, but it should do. So I just need to pop in, give him his name, and he can be William Wheat Eater for the rest of his days, assuming I can actually get in. Come on, William, get over here. And, oh, really? Stop running away. Stop. Can I get closer to him without actually... No, I can't. Oh, okay, maybe... Okay, now that I might as well just give him his name. William Wheat Eater. Now, I need to get my hoe and a piece of glass, which I don't have on me, and get out of here before he notices he's got a way out. And there we go. So there we go, William. You are in here, and this is your home for the next few months. As you can see, I've done a little bit of work off camera. I've built up this glass and I put in a little barrier with this warped, the warped stairs. So I think that looks pretty good, and it just gives a little bit more of a zoo kind of feeling, which I'm going to be emulating in other areas as well of this base. Now I'm not entirely sure why the villager isn't actually farming at the moment. He seems to just sit there and do nothing. This is part of the reason why I put these glass in like this, because I kind of want to keep an eye on him and see what happens. Now I've checked, it definitely is day, it definitely isn't night, and it definitely isn't raining. I think you can see all dusk. That might be why, but it only seems to be working at certain times, which is slightly annoying and might reduce the productivity of the farm. So I might need to get in a second villager and make sure he basically just to improve the efficiency of the farm. So let's go up a couple of levels like this and think about that a little bit more. So you can definitely see it's not the most efficient. There's a bit here which he's uprooted. There's a bit every now here and there which he's uprooted, but he's not really planting correctly. Now I've come inside the little villager cage because I want to put in some different lights. I don't want these to be in here because I suspect they're sort of messing up the way the villager is moving about. So if I put lights in the ceiling, that should sort it out. So let's see. If I put 1, 2 out, like so, and then another one there, and repeat that pattern all the way across this thing, that should look pretty good. And that actually worked out a little bit better than I thought it would. But yep, let's keep going with this and see how it looks. And there we go, we've got ourselves a light, and this farmer is still slowly working away. It's still not perfect, but I did a little bit of research and it seems that this thing isn't going to be always harvesting. So if you do know how to fix it up, please let me know down in the comments. And a quick check of our farm reveals that we've got quite a bit of wheat and quite a bit of seed. So this thing is producing, although albeit quite slowly. While we wait for someone else to come on that we can tag, I think I'll keep working on this, and I've got quite a bit of progress here. I went over to Stormspace, who was online at the time, and managed to get quite a bit of seeds. Or, not a lot, it was 7, but it was 3 times as many as I had at the time. I only had 2, so not much and not a very good start to this. But it's a good start to this beetroot farm, and of course I'm going to start work on the carrots and potatoes in the opposite 2 corners. So it's starting to come together, this big farming level. It's actually been several days since the last clip, and I've gotten a little bit tired of waiting, so we're just going to tag the one person who's online, which is, if I can get them in the right direction, Lobo. He is unfortunately online, so it looks like that is our target. Now we did actually tag Lobo the first time we got tagged, so I do feel a little bit guilty about going for him again, but I really do have to get rid of this thing. So there's the tag rules. His base is somewhere around here. We're going to have to go through the nether. So let's find his nether portal, which is around here somewhere, and we'll go in. There it is. And we'll go in and tag him again. Coming back into here, it looks like this place has changed a fair bit. There's a wheat farm, there's a sheep farm, another sheep farm, a wool farm actually, I think those are. Not entirely certain what this is, although it looks to be a actual, what do you call it, a wool and mutton shop, mutton thing. If we go up here, yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Just 2, that's probably not the best design in the world, but I guess it works. Okay, it's not the design I would use perhaps, but perhaps actually it's better. It's a little bit more space for the sheep to move. Then we've got ourselves the bone farm, I think. The bone meal farm. Just random things, furnaces, trees. It's got quite a different kind of style to me. But anyway, I believe he's up here. And there's the guy. Is he on? Is he actually on here? Drop a beetroot into his inventory. He is getting fired up on. So what if I just tag him? I do want to push him back in there. So I have tagged... Oh, I probably should hit him with this actually. And hopefully he picks it up. Otherwise I'm going to have to bump him again. Or something. This didn't go as well as I thought. Let me just bump him. And hopefully he picks up that stuff. Because I don't want to... I do want to give it to him. And please don't tell me his inventory is full. And after that little tag, I think it's time to end. You may actually notice that I've got a new sword in my inventory, and I did actually do a bit of AFKing and collecting stuff, so I've got myself a sword. So we'll be doing a fair bit of new stuff in the next episode. Not quite sure yet what, but by the time you're watching it, I will have obviously planned it and recorded it. So see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.